Hey you guys, it's your girl Chelsea with chattingwithchelsea.com, and I'm here with the most beautiful Miss Masika. How are you doing today, Miss Masika?
I'm blessed and highly favored, thank you.
You look absolutely gorgeous, by the way.
I mean, have you looked in the mirror today? Thank you.
I tried. No, I bought this outfit just for you.
Because all this beautiful melanin in the room right now,
Yeah.
I just love it. I love it.
I was like, I gotta go find me an outfit.
No, you did that.
Masika.
You did that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, how are you? Like, tell me how you feeling.
And I'm happy. Like, I'm so happy. And I have to lead by saying that because I've been so unhappy for like 4 years in this like dark place of depression. And I feel like I finally am at a place where I can be myself. I can be who I really am, who I want to be. I don't have to like hide behind all of the negativity and rumors and lies and everything else. So I'm so happy to be on this journey with growing up hip hop. I mean, I know it probably sounds crazy, but it just really changed. Just changed my mind state, my mind frame, everything.
Okay, so now that you're on Growing Up Hip Hop, when it was first announced, a lot of people was just like, Growing Up Hip Hop, is she even from Atlanta? So I know you did an interview, you were saying how you did start off as a video vixen. You actually said you knew Bow Wow as a teenager.
Yeah.
So tell us about your prior experience here in Atlanta.
Yeah, so I'm born and raised in Chicago, and then my parents moved here when I was still in school. So I finished high school here. Well, I started and finished high school here, actually. But as soon as I graduated, I went to Georgia State, and I went to like fashion design school for a year. But I was kind of like in the Atlanta scene, and I met like Jazzy Faye and Dallas Austin and Bow Wow and JD and all these people when I was like 18 years old. And I've known these people like my whole entire adult life. So, back then is when video vixens were really big. So I was waitressing at Gladys Knight's Chicken and Waffles and just went on a movie set of ATL. And I kind of went for fun, just kind of like hang out, be an extra. And I ended up meeting all the casting directors and all these big video directors. And I kind of accidentally started doing it. And I did like 3 back-to-back videos. And I realized in those 3 days, I made more money than I made in the whole month waiting tables. And I was like, oh, that's the tea. Not only
for the money,
right, not only did I cash out, but they do my hair, my makeup, get me dressed, what? And I just started booking a lot of gigs like that, and it got to the point where I was making so much money, I had a lot saved up, and I was at the place where I could no longer keep the regular job.
Right.
So that's kind of like how it started for me. And then, I was working with me and Young Jock had the same producer at the time, and when his record kind of took off, I kind of piggybacked on his deal and actually got signed to Block Entertainment. And at that time, Block was running like Bad Boy South, and that situation didn't quite work out. But I learned so much about this industry. You don't know what's going on. There's a lot of vultures, and they try to get you to compromise. And it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. So it's like, if you don't give in to certain things or certain people, they're gonna block you. But then if you do, they might throw you out. So I had to learn at a very early age how to keep my integrity and still get what I needed to get. Right. And it's a struggle, it really is, especially for women. And that was something that was so prevalent and so real for me at the time. And I think most women in this industry go through it, whether you have a successful career or whether you don't. There's so many stories that end with I tried and I did and it didn't work. And that's kind of how it started for me. So I was in Atlanta for several years before moving to LA, and I decided to move to LA because I never intended to be in the urban modeling industry. I never wanted to be a video girl. I wanted to do music. I wanted to be an actress. And I felt like being here would have kept me comfortable with the videos. Like, who's gonna turn down great money? Right. So, I stuck my neck out, moved to LA, and, ended up on Love and Hip Hop, which I thought, great, now I get to show my music. Yeah. Please, absolutely not.
I loved when you was on Love and Hip Hop.
Thank you.
Did you start off as a special guest on Love and Hip Hop? Was you the original cast member?
No, I was the original cast member. I was the main character. But on the show, if you don't have a love interest, you end up being like a B character. So I didn't have one. So I brought someone on that ended up making a whole like crazy story. Child, that didn't really happen. Yeah. But it's like once you get into that space, you kind of have to stick with it.
Right.
Once you get into that space, you kind of have to stick with it. And the crazy part is like, and again, I try to be careful. I don't want to like put the blame game on anyone, but a lot of times we get wrapped up in these stories that are fake.
Right.
Are they trying to get?
No, I'm not sure who it is.
A lot of times we get wrapped up in these storylines that are fake.
Right.
But we like to blame the network and the producers, and sometimes it is their fault. But a lot of times it's the other cast members that are trying to get the attention. And once it's shot, this is what the world sees. So it's like, we'll go crying back, that didn't happen, it's not true. Okay, well, you gotta figure out how to get yourself out of it, because we can't film it and then film something different. This is, you're stuck here now.
Right.
So you figure it out. So it's like, even in situations that weren't necessarily authentic, you put yourself there, or the people around you put yourself there, and now you're in a mess, and you can't just be like, oh, this ain't real. No, no, no. You're stuck here filming for 10 months with these people. So there's people that you don't even know or are filming that you don't care about, that you become enemies with because of all the stuff behind the scenes. And it becomes really dark. Like, you don't have real friends. You can't shoot with your real friends. You can't shoot with your real family because they're not on contract.
Right.
So you become like, you have two lives. Your TV life and then your real life.
Right.
And then, like, for me.
But you kind of hold your own, though.
Oh,
like,
hey,
really
I'm always going to hold my own now.
You was like, most, as far as like the other cast members, they always felt like, oh, I can't do this anymore, it's just too much for me. Like, you probably felt that way, but you really didn't show it. Like, you was feisty with the clapback.
Thank you,
you didn't let no one talk to you crazy.
No,
so,
and you're not.
Yeah.
But you know, that's the thing too. TV gives people a certain amount of courage because there's security. So people will say and do things when they know Big John is gonna jump in between. Sis, never in these streets would you ever.
And I always said, I was just like, you know, Masika, she doesn't look like the person that's gonna go outside any shape, form.
No.
So I was kind of excited when I saw
Thank you.
Playing no games.
Thank you.
Compared to everybody else.
Thank you. But you know, like, people always ask like me questions like, what makes you different, or why that. A lot of people, you know, on these shows, like, they have support, they have help. You know, like, the parents help them, they got roommates, or you know, maybe they, whatever. I don't have none of that. Like, everything I got, I earned, I worked for. Like, I've been homeless, walking down the street trying to figure out what I was doing next. Like, you know, that's how I ended up even on the scene in Atlanta. My parents kicked me out when I was like, either I was just turning 18 or the summer I turned 18. And I had to figure it all out. Like, I can't phone home. I can't call mom. There's no, like, I have a cushion or my roommate's gonna pay. No, it's on me. Everything's on my back. So when it comes to that, like, you're not gonna interfere with my bag, sis. It's not gonna happen. I think that's where that attitude kind of comes from, like, don't play with me.
I understand.
Yeah.
I completely understand. So as far as like your character, the person who you was on Love and Hip Hop, what is going to be different now that you're on Growing Up Hip Hop ATL?
I feel like Love and Hip Hop, I mean, of course, it's my personality, it's who I am. But I was put in situations that would never occur in my real life. So it's a real reaction to a fake situation. So it's like, you got a taste of like feisty Masika and how funny and everything else, but it's not real because it's not really, like, this will never happen. On Growing Up Hip Hop, it's a whole different experience. It's my real life, it's what I'm really doing, it's my music journey, it's my background, how I got here, and it shows like the real side. Real life and real reactions actually makes real TV. Right. So I'm really excited to take people on this new journey because I think that, you know, they'll see something different. Most of my support, most of my fans, I call them Masika Mafia. I fuck with y'all. You know, they always say, you're so different on social media. No, I'm not. I'm actually who I am on social media.
Yeah, because you be in the shade room comments a lot. Like, I think you're the most talked about person in the shade room.
You know what's
They
funny?
need to be cutting you a check. Like, I'm not playing.
Hello?
Shade room.
Hello?
You
know what's funny? Super random. I was out one day creeping, you know, not really creeping, but
Okay.
I was out one day and I was dating some guy, and we had been dating for a while, but it was behind the scenes. And I hop in his car, and someone looked at me, and she was like, and I was like, okay. And I get in the car, and the next morning we wake up all over the shade room, like, how do we get in the shade room? Angie, hey Angie, who owns the shade room, was literally at the car door.
Oh, really?
When I got in the car with the guy. So Angie be finding out the tea.
You be on the shade room a lot. So, last question before I let you go. I know before you're a singer and actress, you're
Yes.
an entrepreneur as well.
Yes.
So, let's get some tea on the Khari Barbie.
Yes! It's my cosmetic line, Khari Barbie Beauty, of course, named after my daughter. Everything is paraben-free, vegan, cruelty-free. I mean, the most authentic products in great integrity. Like our lip colors stay on all day, won't crack your lips, don't dry your lips. We have exfoliators, we have moisturizers, vitamin E sticks, amazing colors, hair oils that I created from scratch in my kitchen, made the formula, imported oils from Jamaica, Indonesia,
You're smart.
everywhere.
Smart.
Listen, oh, you smart. And I'm just really proud of the company. We're growing, and I'm just so blessed. So you guys got to check that out, KhariBarbieBeauty.com, and make sure you get my new single, PTOS, featuring and produced by Jazzy Faye. PTOS stands for Put That On Something, because you know Negroes be making promises and they be lying.
Right.
I got you. Put it on something.
Put it on my mama.
Put it on your mama.
Okay.
They ain't gonna put it on their mama now.
Hey, you know it's not real.
They not gonna put it on their mama.
Yes.
Yeah, so make sure you guys tune in to see the premiere of Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta, WeTV, 9 p.m. October 11th. Catch me every Thursday. Like, why wouldn't you want to see me every week?
Right.
Thank you.
The Masika show. Okay?
Yeah, period.
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in with Chatting with Chelsea, and make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great one. Bye.